Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, the Iceman, Jeff Trunapole. And as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of Jackpot Joey Burrow and the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals. Now, do me a favor, if you found the show, hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that thumbs up. You guys are awesome. I'm up to 1,840 subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Now, if you're watching on YouTube or should watch on Facebook or Twitter and you have yet to subscribe to my channel, why not? Please do so. Please go to the YouTube channel Sports with Strawberry Ice. Hit the subscription button, hit the bell for the notification, and every time I go live, you'll be notified because I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers by the time the season starts. So tell your friends, tell your neighbors about Sports with Strawberry Ice. Also, exclusively in the YouTube chat crew, we're doing super chats. So if you got something that you want to ask Sarah, Elise, or JD, JD's the Cardinals fan. Sarah's the Reds fan. You got to find out, got to do some interesting stuff here. Give me a super chat. I'd greatly appreciate it. And as always, I'm coming to you live from the Ice Cave. The Ice Cave is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. All right, guys, big news today. Jessie Bates is back in the building. Now, if you guys have watched my show at all, I kind of said I thought he'd be back if he came back. I like the nickname. Let's find out what Sarah and JD had to say about it. What's up, guys?
What's happening, dude?
Not much. How are you?
We're all right. We're just Sarah just got back from the gym, and I just got done watching my Cardinals lose to the Cubs, so she's doing better than I am.
I feel so bad for you, man. I really do.
I don't think you feel bad for me at all.
Dude, I love the Tweety Birds. What are you talking about?
Cardinal fans when the Cardinals lose.
Yeah, exactly. So, how are you guys doing? So, JD, you're a Cardinals fan. Are you a Bengals fan as well, or are you do you have their football team you root for?
Well, since moving to Cincinnati about 13 years ago, I became a Bengals fan. I even root for the Reds when they're not playing the Cardinals. Like that's not I have no hatred towards the Reds or anything like that. Just happens to be I'm not from here, but love the Bengals. NFC wise, though, I'm a Packers fan.
Okay.
So I came in as a Packers fan, but anything AFC, it's all Bengals.
Right. I got you. I know. I saw you.
A Bengal fan.
What's that, Sarah?
Little Minnie.
Ah, I see. Yeah. There you go. Nice. I like it.
We got her a hoodie for when it ever cools off, but she hasn't really had to wear it much recently. This is what, second time?
Yeah.
That's about it.
That's awesome. Now I got to actually meet you both in person at the Bengals preseason game. And Sarah, you got to try out the Jackpot Joey beer. I don't think you tried it, did you?
I think he was too scared. And I really wanted to retweet the video, but I was so nervous that my boss was going to see it and not be a fan. But you know what? I'm a big fan of that beer, and I hope to have some more when I'm at the tailgate this upcoming Saturday. I'm actually bringing my dad, so we have to get him to try it as well.
That would be awesome. I will do my best to get it there because it's not officially out yet until the first week. So unfortunately, I won't be there for tailgating. I have a family thing I have to do. I'm going to book it home so I can get to the game. But if I can get you some, I will get you some there. It'll be a bomb squad, probably, if I can get some. If not, definitely the first game of the season, we'll have some. And hopefully JD won't be so scared and he can try to drink some.
Yeah, I don't think I was scared. I think I was just getting pulled in a bunch of other directions. I never got my hands on one. If there's one thing I'm not afraid of, it would be beer. I like beer a lot. Now, when they start coming out with the different whiskeys, that's when I get a little nervous because I'm not so good with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. In the video, you were just kind of staring at me like.
Yeah, it wasn't my beer, though. It was her beer. Who steals another person's beer at a tailgate?
I feel like it's worth it to try.
Okay, then she just gave me full reign to go ahead and steal her beer is what she just said, right?
What's mine is yours and vice versa. I steal enough of his stuff. It's only fair.
It's true.
I had a whole growler full of it like this. So that's why I was pouring it out.
No, I remember seeing that. Yeah. And then I just never, I don't know. I'll work on it. It's preseason. That's why we're there early before the regular season starts so we can get into the swing of things.
Exactly.
Yeah, I told my dad, I'm like, be ready to tailgate by like 2:00. We're going to hang out with the whole squad. Then we're going to go see Bengal Jim. I'm taking him to the banks. He's got a whole day planned with me on Saturday. It's going to be good.
Sounds like an absolute blast. Now, I know when I get there, I get a little excited and a little loud. So, sometimes I'm a little much to take. So I apologize for that in advance. So, all right, guys. So, JD, you are the announcer for the Florence Freedom. Is that correct?
The Y'alls, they don't go by the Freedom anymore.
I knew that. The Y'alls.
It's okay. Trust me, it was confusing that COVID year when both teams were playing at the same stadium and they would play each other, and one of them would be home, one of them would be away, and I had both of them going on. I get it. Trust me.
So the Y'alls. So are you a fan of the name? I mean, I know you kind of work for them, so you kind of.
I never have any issues with it. I think minor league baseball, one of the things about it is it needs to be more fun like that. It doesn't have to be taken seriously. So I thought the Y'alls, I mean, it was up to the fans to choose, and that's what they came up with. I'm sure they could have come up with stuff that was worse. But it has meaning in Florence, and it gets people talking. In fact, I've seen it where they'll do rankings on the minor league team names throughout the country, and the Y'alls always ends up like one of the top 10.
Really?
People like it. Yeah.
Huh. What do you think about it, Sarah? Were you happy with the Y'alls, the name of them?
Yeah, I think it's catchy and cute and it's fun, and like you said, it's really grown on us. And I mean, they're so good to us over there. You've been to a Y'alls game before, right?
Yeah. It's been a little while. It was before the pandemic. I haven't been since they changed the name. That's why I call them the Freedom. But
okay,
yeah.
So what you're telling me is that you have not had one of their infamous beer bets.
No, you tweaked those out. I'm like, I have got to try those. Those look awesome.
There are so many games. There are only 10 games left, so you got to get there and get a beer bet. Highly recommend.
I think less than that, maybe only like 6.
Yeah, there's not many chances left, but you know what? I feel like I should bring my beer bat to one of these tailgates. We could have some fun with that.
Absolutely. I think that's a great idea. A great idea and scary too, all at the same time.
It's only 26 ounces. It's not that big of a deal. You can handle it, I promise.
So are you guys as excited as I am that Jessie Bates is back in the building? I mean, he's back. He's going to play. I mean, probably not in the preseason, but he's back for game 1. Is that good news?
He's going to be practicing with the Rams this week. So hopefully we'll get some good tape on that. And it was a big day for Bengals fans and exciting when that came down. I was not expecting that. I know JD, being a big Bengals fan, he's happy about it.
I just thought it was inevitable. I'm like, seriously, dude, you're not going to play. You're going to turn down that kind of money for 1 year, a prove-it year for yourself, and then you can go get another big contract if you want to. But
and he's so young. He's only 25 years old. He can't keep that down.
Yeah.
So I figured he was going to show up eventually, so it didn't surprise me that he waited this long, and then he was finally like, all right, fine, when he realized they're not going to bend. They're not going to give you what you want, dude, so you're on your own. I don't know, unless he has some very good year this year, some all-pro caliber type thing. I wouldn't suspect you'll see him in a Bengals uniform after this year, though, because I think somebody will overpay for him.
Yes, exactly.
Not that the Bengals don't want him, not that he's not good. Somebody will overpay, and that's
just
why.
Just enjoy this year with him while we got him, okay? Someone is asking, hey, JD, you ever dress up your wiener when it's cold outside?
Absolutely. Who wants a cold, shriveled wiener? Nobody.
Keep your wiener warm.
Yeah, always keep the wiener warm.
Those are words of wisdom, words to live by.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for fall and fall weather. And
absolutely.
Fall clothes.
Oh yeah.
Like Minnie and I are in hoodies. I'm like forcing fall to happen, especially with the Bengals in town this weekend. It's supposed to be like 85 degrees. I'm like, no.
Oh, dude, last year I remember the first couple games last year was so freaking hot. I was dying. And I'm friends with Cap and Jess, and Cap he wears the jacket and the hat, and he's just like,
But he plays it off so well. He never looks like he's sweating or anything like that. Like he handles it like a total champ.
Before getting to know him, I was always curious if, like, at the real hot games, like you have at the beginning of the season, whether or not he's like pantsless underneath. Like you see him waist up like we are right now. You have no idea what I'm wearing underneath here. And maybe, just maybe, Cap might be wearing shorts or something, but no, he's full get up.
I immediately thought like pantsless. I'm like, wait, are you just saying he's just
free balling?
Yeah,
no,
like
no, not like that. Not like that, but just that he would have something, shorter on.
That's
but
where my mind goes. I'm like, okay, a jacket and that's it, and the hat.
So you were genuinely just thinking about Cap's wiener right there. That's what you're telling me.
Do you think that's how like Jess and Cap like hang out on the weekends? Like he's just wearing a jacket and his hat.
Pantsless,
Yeah,
just a hat and nothing else. That's probably what it is.
He just stands around like this the whole time.
That's it. It's always just the beard and the cap, and then that's all you need.
Oh my gosh, it's a good thing we can joke around about that. They're great though. We love them. We had so much fun with them at the tailgate last weekend, and now her and I are like sports besties. We're hitting up the Reds, the Bengals. We want to do a Y'all's game up here soon. So yeah, you
guys are going all over the place. Every time I see you guys are at a baseball game.
We're just soulmates. It's meant to be me, her, and Jules, like the trio. I think we're talking about hitting up Red Spring Training. I had to tell them where it's located though, so it's fine.
It's in Arizona.
I'm like, ladies, it's Arizona. We have to fly. We can't just make the drive, okay?
Yeah. Well, you could, but that'd be a long ass drive.
Yeah, multiple days.
That would be a girls' road trip, and that could be. If
it's 6 hours or more, I'm flying. Like St. Louis will go see his family, and after that, I'm like, that's it. Like we'll make the drive for them. It's nice having our car there, but once you pass that 6 hour mark, you got to put me on a plane.
Got everybody talking about the weather here. This City Boy says December game against Baltimore on the 26th was hot.
Yeah, we were in shorts.
The being the Packers fan, so we went to the Green Bay Bengals game last year. I remember we were getting toasted because
where everyone missed the field goals like
god, I still say Evan hit the freaking upright or whatever. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry, David.
I remember that one being really hot because like our buddy Steve was with us and he doesn't see the sun much and he was like the color of this microphone by the end of the game. Like, rosy.
That's me. That's why I got strawberry. That's how I got the nickname. My face is always freaking red. So the more I drink and the more I'm outside, the brighter it gets. So
is that where the nickname came from? Because you get rosy?
Yeah, well, I used to back in the day, back in 1994, when I tried to get into radio, I interned at 100.9 The Wiz. I think it's 101.9 The Wiz, and they had me do a sports hit in the morning show. So Vanilla Ice was big, and since it's kind of hip hop channel, we really can't call you Sports with Jeff, so they just said Strawberry Ice, Vanilla Ice, Strawberry Ice. There you go. So
it's amazing how those nicknames come about. Like his is so random too. Like his name, JD, is. Do you want to tell him how you got the nickname, JD?
I just happened to be wearing a Jack Daniels trucker cap the first day I met my boss. And he's like, I've been trying to come up with just a simple name for you. And I like this. And I was like, oh, you mean like the hat? And he was like, yeah, there you go. And
that works.
That's been my name ever since.
I like it. Now, weren't you or still are you on 96 Rock, JD?
I used to do, I've done all the shifts on there. I was started at nights, then went afternoons, and then was doing the morning show. And then COVID happened, and then radio budgets got all out of whack, and I got whacked too. So that happened. So now I'm over at iHeart with this one.
Right.
But I do national sports anchoring. So they've got a thing that they call the extra point, but it's like a national sports, not really a ticker, because we do 25-second reports, but they go all over the country. So you basically hear me everywhere but Cincinnati. It's really
everywhere except where you live.
Yeah, you might hear me on like a Saturday or a Sunday morning here, like real early. Some of the ones I do will come over the airwaves on 700 here. But for the most part, it's all other cities across the country. But it's big ones, so it's fun to say that, when I got family that live out in California and in San Diego and stuff, and they hear me. So it's kind of neat that,
that's cool.
I've kind of spread my wings and flew across.
Ooh, you're flying.
There you go.
Yeah, I know both of you like work multiple jobs, which is, I mean, if you ever get in radio, that's you more likely, or TV, more likely you have to work multiple jobs if you get one. So, Sarah, I know most people know where you're at, but tell everybody where they can hear you and everything and what you're doing with the Cyclones and all that stuff too.
Yeah, so I'm on 700 WLW. I do news updates on there. I also have the Snort Report with Scott Sloan, 10:30 in the morning. If you've heard it, you know that him and I just love to goof around with each other. He's one of my very favorite people in the entire world. He is out of town this week, so I'm filling in with him and Dan Carroll. I'll also be doing some Cyclones in stand, and then every home game for the Bengals, I'll be at Moorline hosting a big tailgate party. So that'll be going on from 10:30 in the morning until Minnie is sleeping. Until
she's nice and warm in the hoodie.
I know. Yeah, so 10:30 to 1 at Moorline, I'll be hosting a big tailgate party again for every single home game. What else do I have going on? Oh, there's some stuff in the works that I can't mention yet.
We got something with the Red just tweeted out yesterday, didn't you, with Mr. Red?
Hopefully soon. Yes. Oh, and this Saturday, I will be hosting the Red Legs Run starting at 8 o'clock in the morning. See, even I'm confused.
I'll help you out. I got you.
I don't know. I have notes that just tell me where I need to be. So yeah, I'll be hosting that with Mr. Redlegs this Saturday. So if you have not registered yet, make sure you register because it's going to be so much fun. There's a race for everyone, a 5K, 10K, 1 miler, a kids fun run. And the best part is Skyline Chili at the finish line in the fan zone.
Ooh.
You can get a coney. There's also La Rosa's Pizza. You get a cool finisher medal, a fun t-shirt. You can hang out with me, the mascots. We're going to just hype each other up and have the best Saturday morning ever. And then we'll send everyone on their way to the tailgates to hopefully bring home a Bengals win. So that's what we got going on Saturday. It's going to be a busy one.
Sounds like it. So now, question, are you two going to run in the race too, or are you just going to hang out there and eat Skyline?
I can't run in it because I'm hosting. He will be working.
I quit running years ago, like in general. Like it's something in life I don't do anymore. Like even working out, treadmills, get out of here. I'm not doing it anymore. That time has passed. I don't do that. So I've been there to watch her in past races. I've been there eating conies, waiting for her to get done.
Good job, Sarah.
Yeah, like by the time I finish, she's like, I'm 3 conies in. I'm like, cool, must be nice. We're heading back. We're getting more conies.
Exactly.
Yeah, if I could just be on an all coney diet.
Oh, dude.
I mean, you can.
You can. You probably won't live very long, but you can.
I don't know. Those things have plenty of nutrients. What are you guys talking about?
Oh, dude, I had Skyline for lunch today, so you know. We got a serious question in the chat here. We got to get a little serious here. What do you guys think about Johnston's game last night? Me and Clay Johnson, who had 20 tackles, 15 solo, and 1 sack.
Do you know what I was doing last night? I was watching Nick Castellanos hit bombs against the Reds and
bombs. Nick
and I feel like he's going to do it again tonight because Nick Castellanos continues to do Nick Castellanos things. I've already put it out there that I'm predicting 4 bombs against the Reds during this series. They play them every day this week, Monday through Thursday. Dude, Nick loves playing them. So sorry, that's what I was doing last night. I was watching my Red Legs.
I said last night. It was the Bengals game was actually Sunday night. So
confused.
Oh, I'm all backwards.
She was working actually.
I was working. Yeah.
City Boy in the comments said the game last night. So the game was he messed me up too when he said it. So
now, unless he's talking about last night's game that wasn't the Bengals and there was another person with that name.
Was there something last night that we missed?
But yeah. If you guys ever followed me on Twitter last year, I freaking love Nick Castellanos. I God, I wish he was still a Red, but yeah.
I feel like he thinks he wanted to be a Red still. Like he still looks butthurt about it that he's not back with the Reds.
The Philly fans do not appreciate and love him like the Reds fans do.
They were already booing him this year.
Yeah, he's already been booed so many times. We would have never done that to him.
Do the Philly fans appreciate any of their players? I mean, Philly, they boo. They threw snowballs at Santa Claus. I mean, come on.
Santa. Yeah, they're mean to Santa Claus. If you're mean to Santa Claus, you're not going to be nice to anybody.
Yeah, like, sheesh.
Yeah, they booed Donovan McNabb out of Philadelphia, wanted him gone all the time. They got mad at T.O. when he was good with the Eagles. Like, it don't matter. It don't matter how big you are. If you have a couple of off games, hate your guts immediately.
Nick Castellanos wishes he could be back here.
Oh yeah. Well, he said it at the beginning of the year on Chris Rose's podcast. He said that you can't, how do you put it? You can't accept or turn down an offer unless one's made. They never made him one.
Yeah.
So he's like,
when Nick Kroll said during that presser, I believe it was around St. Patty's Day because we were drinking green beers at Keystone. And Nick Kroll had just done a presser like, we haven't even been in talks with him. I'm like,
I know.
Oh, no. That's it.
Which is weird because that's not a great way to do business. Even if you were not planning on bringing him back whatsoever, a courtesy call, say, hey, dude, thanks for your last couple of years. You were great. We just realized you're going to be priced out of our market and what we can pay you. So we wish you the best of luck. But to just ghost him,
Right.
Weird. That's weird.
That's like what a
Especially
12-year-old
since he
girl
did
does.
so much for like our city and our team and like the fan base. I mean, everyone was wanting to see Nick Castellanos play. So
Oh, dude,
it's unfortunate.
He made the Reds cool, kind of like what Joe Burrow has done with the Bengals. Nick made the Reds cool again. You know,
Exactly.
I
Joe
mean,
Burrow has us doing weird things, wearing bucket hats and crazy sunglasses, and
yeah, exactly. And if Jackpot Joey wears it, then everybody else is gonna wear it. I'm trying to get him to wear one of these hats. If he wears one of these hats, I'll be golden.
and everyone will be wearing that hat soon, I'm sure.
Well, actually, this is the one that Chase wore. So Chase likes these hats. He keeps wearing them. So I already had a couple people asking in the chat here, what you guys' thoughts on the secondary? Like Ace Boogie came up with a nickname for him, Bell Bib DeVoe or BBD. So I don't know how old you guys are back when I was in high school. DeVoe was
what you don't think I know Poison and Doomy from Bell Bib DeVoe?
Yeah, so when you were talking about getting into radio, I was in kindergarten. I'm sorry.
Yeah. See, that's not that. See, I was that one a little older. So I gotta just dye this orange, man, so I can get rid of my gray.
Gray's cool now. You know, like women are dyeing their hair white these days.
What is up with that?
Even though they're young, they do it. We've seen it at the gym though, where these women have like white hair, but they're like early 20s. They're doing it on purpose.
So,
Gray is cool, man. I got some in here. It's all good.
See, I think gray looks good on guys, but like I don't want to be gray.
That was my next question. It's like when you dye in your hair like that, Sarah?
Absolutely never. If I ever get a gray hair, I'm in there picking it or dyeing it or crying about it. But like dudes look so good gray, so it makes me mad. Like he has so much gray in here, but if I had gray in here,
I got gray here. I got gray up here. I got gray everywhere. It's almost getting too gray. But the thing is, like I said, I would rather go gray than go away. Even though I wear hats every freaking day of my life, it doesn't
that's
really
a
matter.
good point. Yeah.
So anyway, so
and same. Yeah, same.
What's that?
Same. I'd rather have gray than nothing, I guess.
Yeah, well, girls wouldn't look as good bald. You know, that's kind of a different look there. I don't know how that one will go.
There's a few women that can really pull that look off, though.
I have a feeling. I think JD likes your hair the way it is.
Yeah, he has mentioned this multiple times.
She takes good care of it, so it should look good.
So, all right. So this is the common question. So you got full disclosure. If people don't know, you guys are married. So JD, how long does it take?
Are?
Apparently, that's what I've heard.
I've got a piece of paper that says it.
No, he actually never even asked me.
Oh, what?
You still got married?
I gotta hear. All right, wait. Hold up. I gotta hear this story then, huh?
I was finishing the Indy Marathon, and when he got down on his knee at the end of the marathon to ask me to marry him, he like never even really said anything. He just kind of looked at me like, so
you wanna?
Yeah, I asked her with my eyes. And she said yes.
He had Minnie in one arm, and he was holding the ring in the other. He was down on his knees, like all the Indy photographers were surrounding him. Like the race director is on the mic, like, Sarah, what do you say? You know, like it was just kind of crazy.
No, what? I mean, it's not. What else did you want me to do?
Like you never asked, technically. So I don't know.
But there was a ceremony.
But I guess we had a ceremony.
It happened.
Look,
it's legal.
Katie, I tell my wife all the time. I said you have a legally binding contract, so it happened. So you know,
that's exactly
whether she wants to admit that she's married to me or not. You know, it's in the paperwork. So
yeah, it is ironic though that I married a Cardinals fan because prior to him, I dated somebody that rooted for the Steelers.
Oh God!
And honestly, it just didn't work out because he was so rude about it, and I'm like, I will never root for this team, and that was a big reason why we didn't work out. I'm like, I'm sorry. He's like, you'll never do that for me. I'm like, no. And when he asked me, he's like, would you ever root for my Cardinals? I'm like, absolutely not. And when he accepted it and respected it, I'm like, all right, this should work. I'll see past it.
Well, full disclosure, my wife is from Florida, so she's a Buccaneer fan, but she roots for the Bengals with me when they're not playing the Bucs. When they're playing the Bucs, well, she's a better loser or taking losses than I am. So when I win, she's better at listening to me talk trash to her. When I lose, I'm not very good at listening to her talk trash to me. So
yeah, I can't handle it. I'm like, I get so emotional. I'm like, just don't talk to me. I don't even want to talk about it.
Oh, jeez. So like, the funny thing is, back in the 80s, way back in the 80s, when I was in kindergarten and elementary school, I actually liked the Cardinals because they weren't in our division. That's when Willie McGee, Vince Coleman, Andy Van Slyke, and Tommy Herr, and Keith Hernandez.
Dude, I got a Ozzie Smith signed plaque back here.
There you go. The Wizard. Yep. There you go.
Right there.
I always kind of liked them, but when they got in our division and we had a hard time beating them and getting fights with them and stuff, and different things happened. And Matt Carpenter and
he left me. He asked me to show you.
Oh, there you go. That's nice.
Yeah.
Is it signed?
No, this isn't signed. The plaque is, but this one isn't. But
I actually like those uniforms with the baby blue. Those look cool.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny because back in the day, like powder blue uniforms, a lot of teams had them. Like they have them now as an alternate jersey for a lot of people. But back then it was no big deal. Like nobody cared. And then they, made their way back when like the Chargers started wearing them and people started thinking powder blue was cool. And now all the teams got them again. So it's not really unique anymore, which is unfortunate. I hate it when everybody just robs each other, which is what's cool about like Bengals colors. Nobody can steal that. Nobody else has got that combo as far as in the NFL to do it. So it's pretty cool.
In my opinion, I'm a little biased. I mean, I think the Bengals have got the coolest helmets in the NFL.
Without a doubt.
And it's been like that for a long
so
time. As soon as they went stripes, they've had the coolest ones, them. And unfortunately, the Rams, it's a cool, the Ram thing on it. We know we don't like them right now.
Like the Rams. But yeah, I got you.
At the same time, respect, cool helmet.
Okay, but let's get to Stuart over here. He says, what game are you most looking forward to going to this year? Definitely when they head to New Orleans to play the Saints. My dad and I are taking the road trip, and I could not be more excited for it.
Awesome. What about you, JD? What do you got?
Probably one of the I guess one of the primetime games, really. I mean, all of them are cool. Like, it's always an event, which is one of the coolest things about football. As big of a baseball guy as I am,
so like
football.
The Browns game, maybe? Like the Bengals versus Browns?
Sure. Like any of the primetime ones that they got going on, it's always something different when you're playing a night game in the NFL. Like, it just feels different. There's just a different vibe going on. So that's always cool. But again, the NFL, you only have 17 games. So it's like every one of them is such an event. Whereas in baseball, you're playing sometimes 7 days a week. So it just kind of loses its luster, where football is just huge. You have all week to look forward to it. As soon as the first game ends, you're already looking towards the next one. It's just, that's how exciting the NFL is. And you can see why it's become as big as it is in the United States and in the world, really.
Exactly.
Now, will you be making any road trips this year? Like, will you be going to New Orleans also?
Not New Orleans. I'm going down to Florida because, like I said, my wife's from Florida. Her whole family's down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my sister-in-law's got season tickets. I told her 2 years ago, we went down for our 25th anniversary because our anniversary is in January. It's right around Super Bowl. So we decided to go down. Didn't realize that the Buccaneers would be playing, in the Super. We didn't go to the game. We just went and hung out with her family and watched. I got to watch the Buccaneers win the Super Bowl for the second time while I've been married to her. My team at that time had not won a playoff game. But anyway, so I told my sister-in-law then, I said, 2 years from now, I'm coming down. So I just got to get the plane tickets. And the stupid plane tickets, like the week before, are like $50. The week I want to go are like $400 freaking dollars. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Of course, because they know all the Bengal fans want to come down and see them.
Right. But I'm going to be down there. So I'm going to be down there. I know Cap's going down there. Jess is going down there. Whitney, the girls from Tiger Star, Whitney already lives down there.
Yeah, she's already down there. She's got the cute dog and the big pool. Yeah.
So, but she's on the other coast because I was like, I went down to visit coast. I was like, hey, why don't you come see me? She goes, I'm like 2 hours away from you on the other side of the state. I'm like, oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it should be a good time.
That's worth it though. A 2 hour drive to go see that game. I think it's totally worth it.
Oh yeah. She'll do that for the game. She won't do that to come see me though.
Yeah, no, I mean not for you, but
exactly. Also, Houday Baby lives down there too, so I know he's gonna be at the game. So that should be a good time because I know they got some kind of there's a Tampa Bay Bengals fan group down there or something.
Nice.
That they're gonna have a tailgate and stuff. So it should be. I'm gonna drag my sister-in-law to it. Make her.
I'm excited, and I love that Twitter and social media in general has brought all of us fans together, and that way we can all meet up once we go see the Bengals like on the road together. I think it's cool.
Oh, exactly. That's the cool thing about this. Like I know. Again, I'm gonna age myself again. Back in the day when people first started on the internet, I'm like, you have people you never seen them or you never talked to. Oh, yeah, it's my friend on the internet. This is before Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff. I'm like, okay, I always thought that was weird. Now I've met so many Bengals fans and stuff from doing the show and tweeting stuff out. It's ridiculous. So my wife always makes fun of me now because I have a lot of friends I met through the internet now.
But it's amazing. I mean, that's how Jess and I met. But Jess and I realized that we went to Fairfield together.
Yeah,
graduated
kindergarten
at the same
together.
time. So it's just such a small world. And then Jules became a part of our group too, just through Twitter. So it's amazing.
Only problem, we gotta convert Jules. She's a Browns fan. We gotta convert her.
I think we're going to be able to do that this season, especially with how great and amazing Joe Burrow and the Bengals are, and then how much Deshaun Watson and the Browns suck.
Oh, yeah,
should be an easy Like this should be a very easy transition for Jules. I have no doubt in my mind that we can make it happen.
You would think so. All right, so going into the 2022 season here, last year, it was a surprising Super Bowl run. This year, I think most Bengal fans are expecting Super Bowl or a bust, and it would be a shame if it doesn't happen. Where are you guys at? What do you think? You think we're going to win this thing this year or go backwards?
You know me, I'm extremely optimistic. I think as long as they can protect Joe Burrow and everybody stay healthy, there's no reason why they can't go back. But I think everyone just needs to realize that going to the Super Bowl is very, very difficult. But there's no doubt in my mind that they can't make that run again. I mean, really, as long as they can just all stay healthy, especially Joe Burrow and, the bodyguard and all of his O-line men just protecting him.
Exactly.
What do you think?
What do you think, JD?
Yeah, I mean, you got to protect number 9. And again, to reiterate what she said, it's not easy to get to a Super Bowl in the AFC. Man, they got loaded up, especially out west. The Raiders got better. The Chiefs, I get, you lose Tyreek Hill, but, they're still the Chiefs. The Chargers are outstanding out west. I mean, there's a lot of good teams in the AFC. I mean, you would think that the AFC is better than the NFC just looking at the teams on paper this year heading into it. So, I mean, you're going to have to run the gauntlet to get to the Super Bowl. So it ain't going to be easy. But again, health is always the most important thing when it comes to any football team. As soon as the injuries start happening, usually there goes your season. So you keep number 9 on his feet and good things will more than likely happen.
Yeah, I mean, luckily that's what happened to the Bengals last year. We were extremely healthy until we got to the playoffs, and that's when we lost some of our offensive line, and we still made it to the Super Bowl. But that's
thoughts on Joe Burrow not playing the third preseason game. I'm a big fan of him sitting it out. Yeah. I don't mind not seeing him play this Saturday, but how are you feeling about it?
He played 3 snaps last year in the preseason, and I think he did okay. So yeah,
and that's fine.
Yeah,
yep.
Because he's going to play. He's going to play more in this week in the practices against the Rams. And the way preseason is now, that's the practices and everything are more important than the freaking games. I mean, eventually these preseason games are all just going to be glorified practices. I don't think we're going to have like real games. It's going to be more like what this week is going to be for the Bengals. Which cool thing is, I was lucky enough to get tickets for tomorrow, so I will actually be down there watching them. So that'd be kind of cool. It'd be interesting to see, Aaron Donald. I want to see him go against Volson and see how good he really is. Not Aaron Donald. I know how good Aaron Donald is, but see how good Volson's going to be against it, because that's really the only spot on the offensive line that we have to really worry about right now.
Well, until the regular season starts, I'm going to worry about this offensive line until I see them all together on the field, going up against top-tier talent, against real defensive linemen, not third and fourth stringers. Then I'll start to believe. So
right,
they still got to prove something to me. I'm not ready to just roll over and go, oh, you spent money on these guys. It doesn't automatically make everything work.
Well, the thing is, the reason I feel good about it is because these guys are proven. The ones we had last year weren't very proven, and these guys are all in the prime. So I think this is where I will feel less confident if they don't practice this week. I think all 5 of them will be practicing this week together. They got to start playing together. All 5 of them got to start playing together, because offensive line, you got to have that cohesion. You got to be going all in the same direction. And they haven't done that yet because they haven't played together. So I agree with you there, JD, but that's where I think this week is the week that they're going to start doing that. And hopefully La'el Collins actually gets on the field and practices.
Right.
After he was dealing with his injury.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So,
and I also want to put a little thing out there for the Bengals fans that, like, if the Bengals lose the opening game, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. There's 17 games.
But they're not going to lose.
I'm just saying, though, like, everybody expects undefeated, perfect season. Stop.
They're
Be
not gonna
realistic
lose.
with yourselves, okay?
Damn
Be
it, JD, we're
realistic
not
with yourselves.
realistic around here, okay?
Yeah, we are not realistic. 17-0. What are you talking
All
about?
right, burn it down. Fine. If they lose game one, burn it down.
I don't have my orange sunglasses on, but I got my Bengals sunglasses on. So see, this is how we look at things around here. You gotta have your Bengals colored sunglasses on, okay?
He
So
knows how us Bengals fans are. I'm like, come on, 17-0. Let's go.
oh, exactly.
Good luck.
Exactly.
I'm not
luck
worried
with
about
that.
them playing the Steelers.
I'm not
whatsoever.
see. Okay, I hate saying that because every time we think that, and freaking squealers come in and steal one from us somehow. So
I know, never count the Steelers out, but I have all my confidence in Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals to beat the Steelers.
yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, you got somebody agreeing with you there, JD. City
I
Boy.
agree with JD.
Yeah.
Oh, City Boy. He says he agrees with you.
He agrees with him, yeah.
Smart guy, clearly. Or gal, whoever that was. Smart person.
City Boy.
City
Boy.
Boy. That's
City boy. Okay.
That's his parents must not like him very much. They named him City Boy. But he said here, I have to see what they play like together. So I have to wait and see how they play together. Yeah, it's kind of what we're saying, which I mean, I agree with that. I do want to see to me, that's the biggest thing is trying to figure out how these guys are going to work together. And because I think Cordell Volson pretty much took a step forward in taking the left guard spot. I mean, because Jackson Carman has had 2 years. They give him every opportunity, and he just hasn't really stepped up. And Cordell didn't look awesome, but he didn't look terrible. So that's kind of where we're at, I guess, with the left guard spot. Hopefully he gets better.
I remember when they took Carman with that pick, and we all were like, huh? Wait, what? Why? Why now? Why so early? And they fell in love with him. And again, give him some time. Maybe he pulls it out, but he's not headed in the right direction so far in his career. Let's put it that way. It's been slow as far as getting him up to speed with the NFL game. So don't give up yet. I mean, he's got a couple of years to figure it out, but that was a head scratcher from the get-go. And it looks like a lot of us who were worried about him were right.
Yeah. See, look, Augie agrees with me. Sorry.
Not good.
We not lose
There
game one to Pittsburgh. No, why am I?
That's right, Augie.
We still don't even know who's the quarterback in Pittsburgh yet. We don't even know who we're going to get yet.
It might be Small Hands Pickett.
The small hands.
Can he pick six? That's what I call it.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know. That's one thing that you still don't know exactly what Pittsburgh's bringing to the table yet.
It doesn't matter. I have all the confidence in the Bengals.
I can say this much: of watching Trubisky over the years as a Packers fan, watching him in Chicago, I wouldn't worry about him.
Yeah,
he wasn't very good.
I'm not really worried about him. Dustin here says JD are concerned with the development of the young O-line. I feel when Burrow's contract hits, we aren't always going to be able to use free agency, and we need to develop our guys.
I'm definitely concerned with the development because if they don't, you're in trouble. That's kind of the thing that you have to do in this day and age is you have to pay the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Usually somebody has to get
Joe
cut.
Stadium.
Like somebody pay.
Paycor! Parkour!
What's Paycor? Hooking us up. Are they going to be boosters and help us out? But usually you end up losing like when you see on offense where you've got Chase and Higgins. They're going to have to get paid. Mm-hmm. Tyler Boyd got paid, but that usually means Boyd's probably the odd man out eventually. And you just got to figure out how to continue to fill those spots and not overpay for them, when it comes to free agency. Yeah, the Bengals had all this cap room for a long time, and they've been able to spend it towards us. But you're right. At some point, the money will run out, and you'll hit that cap when it comes to big contracts for some of these prime, pieces. And you got to hope that the young guys that you do pick up on the line, whether they're 4th, 5th rounders, you can develop those guys into starters. And if you don't, look at poor, Patrick Mahomes, man. When they went out and spent money, it didn't work, and he was running for his life the last couple of years, and it's they didn't win because of it. So it's tough business, not easy to do. I can sit here and tell you, you just do it like this, no big deal. But
it's easy to sit here doing it. I think the good thing is the 3 guys that they signed. They're all signed for 3 years, so that's good. And then you got Volson on the rookie contract. Jonah Williams is the only one really that's coming up for contract soon. And first, again, I got to put my glasses on because I might be talking about orange-colored sunglasses there, but these are orange. But anyway, I have a feeling that Jackpot Joey Burrow, T. Higgins, and Uno want to play together. And not that they're going to take huge discounts or anything, but they might not break the bank so they all can stay together. And same thing with TB, because they know they really have a chance to create a huge NFL legacy as the greatest trio ever. If you keep all three of them together for years to come. So that's just, like I said, I'm a Bengals fan. Sometimes I'm not always realistic, but we'll see.
Well, things change. I just saw Devontae Adams leave Aaron Rodgers, who was his best friend, other than, I guess, Derek Carr with Vegas. But he left. Things change. Stuff happens. Life happens. Sometimes you just got to move on. But, yeah, I would assume that they would continue to try to keep that trifecta together as long as they can. But that's why people like Bates, he'll be, they're not going to pay him all that money.
Yeah,
you want to save that money for somebody who's got the ball in his hands more, like a Joe Mixon and like, Chase and bro, like those are the ones that I've always said, if you're going to pay for somebody who's got to be controlling the game more often than not. And paying top dollar for a safety isn't always, just in my opinion, isn't the smartest thing to do. I feel like you can find younger safeties. I feel like Dak Hill.
Look at Dak Hill. Dak Hill.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
going to be like you can draft them and it's fine.
Right. Exactly. So here, Augie wants to know which tailgate are you guys going to go to?
All of them.
Yeah, so I'm bringing my dad to a couple tailgates. We're going to be doing the Bomb Squad. Am I saying that one correctly?
Yep, Bomb Squad. Yep.
Bomb Squad. We'll hit that one up first. Then we'll swing by Bengal Gyms, and then we're hitting up the Banks for, maybe to see a concert or to grab a drink over at Jefferson Social, and then to the game.
There you go. That sounds like
so I got to see all my favorite tailgaters. I don't know what this one's doing. So what are you going to do? You're kind of on your own on Saturday. You're like a free man.
Saturday, what? I'll probably just. I probably won't be down at the stadium. I'll be out with the boys somewhere. I would assume. I don't know.
I don't know.
I haven't thought about it yet.
Getting crazy with all the Bengal fans. So
JD's gonna be out. He's unaccompanied. So who knows what we'll get into?
Yeah.
Really endless possibilities.
Knowing me, to be honest, I'll be nerding out doing like fantasy football mock drafts because I have a big draft on Sunday.
I'll
probably be doing something stupid like that. Eat a pizza, have some beers, and screw around on the internet.
You could also go to the game with friends. You could do that.
I could, but I might stay home and do mock drafts.
There you go.
It's big money, man.
No, it's gonna be such a beautiful day on Saturday. I don't want
serious stuff. Sarah,
it is serious stuff, man.
You have no idea how serious this gets. You thought that Jock and Tommy Pham were crazy. This guy and his friends get freaking bonkers. Like I don't know if they've ever slapped each other, but they've gotten close and other weird things have happened.
All right,
that I have to hear about.
So Strawberry, normally I'm a pretty decent at fantasy football. Like
I've met him.
I have not had a lot of years. Maybe that's part of it. Could be the marriage curse. Could be the marriage curse. So.
But he always says he's good, but he never wins.
Not last year, but the year before that, I had just an awful. I had Christian McCaffrey, #1 overall pick. That's the first year where he got hurt. And it ruined my whole season. Like he died, and just it was bad altogether. And then I just started making weird trades, trying to get like the Packers all on my team, who were really good that year. They were 13-3, but it just didn't work out. I had a bad year, so each person in the league chipped in and they got me this.
Wait, your finger's in the way. What's it say?
Your finger is in the way.
Your finger's in the way. I can't read it.
JD, you are the 2020 Dick. That's the name of what we call the last place people. So they got me a trophy. And then last year, before the draft, being a Packers fan, they got a cameo, former Packer fullback John Kuhn.
Oh, yeah?
They made him cameo, and he just ripped me to shreds the whole video.
It was great.
About how big of an idiot I am for not drafting Packers players and doing this and that. And the whole time he never said my name. He called me Dick the whole time. And he's like, listen here, Dick. And he just kept going. That's how serious they take it, where they will spend extra money to insult you if you're not good that year. Again, only year that I was really that bad, but now,
do you think anyone's going to slap each other? Like, do you think that the whole Jack Peterson and Tommy Pham situation maybe like inspired anybody in your group to just
I think they would slap each other willingly for no reason. It had nothing to do with fantasy.
I wonder how many teams are going to be doing that this year. Like, all right, if you lose this week, I get to slap you, whatever. I can see that being a thing.
I saw a couple years ago, I think ESPN did this story about this fantasy football league, and these guys, the loser, and this is serious, the loser had to get the worst tattoo ever. And they had to put it wherever everybody else told them to. And it's a freaking tattoo. They're some of the ugliest tattoos I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, that's serious right there. I ain't putting I like tattoos, but I'm putting one on I like.
That's way more serious than a slap.
Yeah, exactly. But,
yeah, they tried to take it to that lengths in our league, and nobody would.
Yeah,
it's too much.
Nobody would sack up for it. They're like, dude, I don't want a tramp stamp. That's not that important to me.
Yeah, like it's fantasy football still.
Yeah. You can have a tramp stamp right on your back says dick.
Yeah.
That's probably what would happen, honestly. That's what they would make you do.
It would say something like dick here or something like that. Like it would be bad. And I don't take it that seriously where I need to put that on my body.
Right, exactly.
For divorce immediately.
You would divorce me over a tattoo?
Wait, I thought he never asked you.
Yeah. I don't know.
Wow.
Okay, so you had a giant you-know-what on your back.
What do you care? Like, it doesn't affect you.
That's pretty serious.
Like, if it was like if I had to get it on my face or something, I'd understand that. But
get the Mike Tyson on your face.
I'm joking.
See, they'll never come on my show again. You guys,
you got like a big tattoo on your lower back.
What would my wife do? She would not like it. It wouldn't be happening. I wouldn't get it done. So somehow she would go there and she would stop the guy from doing it. It wouldn't happen, even if I agreed to it.
Speaking of doing stupid things, I know you and I had talked about this last night. The fan at the Yankees game.
Oh yes. I actually people told me to try it. I'm like, I didn't have time to get a hot dog, but I'd actually try it. Would you try it?
Would try that?
I try at least once.
It just seems like a lot of effort for not a lot of bang. I mean, because I already do something like not even close to that, but you can take a bite of whatever food you're eating and then take a swig of beer, and that's the same flavor. I don't understand the hollowing out of the wiener and then sucking through the wiener, the beer. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. It's just odd. And then, of course, all the BJ jokes that were going around after that, where the guy's going down on his wiener beer. Like, it's just weird, man.
I honestly think the entire thing had to be set up because nobody wants to drink a beer that slow. Like, I would be so frustrated with so little beer coming out. I'd be like, right,
exactly.
Just let me chug my beer and be happy.
Right, yeah. Exactly. It just doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. Like it's just pointless.
I tried just to see if it freaking work. That's the biggest thing. Like, I want to see if it actually works. Now, if I'm doing a video of it and showing everybody, I don't know about that.
You got to do it on this podcast, bro.
Yeah,
that's what we got to do.
That's what people were tweeting me out when I said I'd be interested in doing it, but I didn't have time to get a hot dog I got beer.
The Yankee Stadium where the last situation happened with the hot dog, where they were just taking a whole hot dog and dunking it, like dipping it like an Oreo in milk.
Yeah, what's wrong with Yankee Stadium?
It was at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Yankee fans? I don't get it.
They're not right. They're rooting for the Yankees.
They're in a weird place right now. Their team's struggling. They don't know what's going on.
And they thought that they were World Series bound, no problems. I don't know what's going on with them.
Like dude, they started off like the best team in baseball, and now they've just kind of. I always think they're getting bored, to be honest, because they got like an 8-game lead or something like that. It's like
that was big over Toronto. Yeah, I mean that could be part of it. Maybe just worn out. A little fatigue setting in, but injuries got him too.
Sorry. We have Augie here. Augie's a Yankee fan here. He's from New York. I met him. He's a great dude. He's a New York Yankees fan, but he's also
Hey, I was excited when the Reds took 2-3 during that series. Excited and shocked.
I liked it when the Cardinals swept the Yankees when they came to St. Louis.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Shots fired, Augie. Shots fired. By the way,
Augie, thank you for Jordan Montgomery, the pitcher that you guys traded to us for our injured center fielder. He's been pretty nice. Had a one-hit complete game shutout last night. It's pretty cool. Thank you, Augie.
I can see Augie on his phone going, okay, I got to type faster to get back to these guys. Stupid fat thumbs. Oh, I hear you. He's just laughing at us. There you go.
Yeah, so next week the Cardinals come to town, so that's when things will get tricky with us again. But it'll be fun. They're so ahead of the Reds right now that he doesn't care, but I still get like offended.
Oh, yeah, it's. I mean, okay. Now I'll put it to you this way, Sarah. This is one thing I did want to ask you about the Reds. Now, with the trades that they made, I hate they traded people away, but I feel this. JD, you can answer this too. I feel that they at least traded for potential players. They didn't feel like we just gave people away. You know. Like Tucker Barnhart, we just gave him away. Huh?
We got a nice haul of people.
Yeah, I mean, we got 50,000 shortstops, but shortstops can play anywhere.
Shortstops forever.
Yeah, and I mean, and I think according to Elias or something like that, we got the 4th ranked minor league system now. So I mean, that's something. Now they all got to turn into something. Will they? I don't know, but I at least feel better about that instead of like
about the future of the Cincinnati Reds for sure.
I mean, when we traded Aroldis Chapman, we just gave him to the Yankees. We didn't get anything for him.
Yeah, and
God, I miss Chapman. I do.
You can have him for nothing, probably, if you ask the Yankees.
Yeah, right, exactly.
They're not so
but
thrilled
he was
with him.
awesome when he was with the Reds, and he got the crowd hype, and I do miss his energy. I liked when he was here.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate incident where he had an off-the-field issue that had happened, and then the Reds were just basically cutting ties with him. And you're right, they got absolutely crap for him. They got nothing.
Said you can have him back.
Yeah, I figured as much. Yankees don't want him anymore.
Oh, well, it was fun while we had him. I mean,
right, exactly. Well, the messed up thing with the Yankees is they traded for him. We didn't take, we basically gave it to him. And then they turned around and traded him to the Cubs for the Cubs like top 2 or 3 prospects, and then they signed him again. I'm like, you got to be freaking kidding me.
Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you play the game. That's not the Reds did not do that very well at all. With a couple of their trades over the years, it's been tough, but you got to be optimistic about what they got at the trade deadline, considering they were able to get as much as they did for Castillo and Molly. It was good. I was proud of them. It's better than the Wade Miley fiasco where here, just take them, Cubs, no big deal. Like, it was weird. Like, I don't understand that one. I didn't understand the Amir Garrett move, trading him to Kansas City for
Barnhart.
The thing with Tucker, at least they didn't pick up salary. They traded him to Kansas City with Garrett, and they get a $10 million pitcher who's not very good, and Mike Minor.
Right.
It was weird. You're cutting salary, but then you just took on like a $9 million salary. It was something like between 7 and 10, somewhere in that vicinity. But I was like, but he's not good. What are we doing here? Like, if you're gonna cut it. Like, don't do that. That's bizarre to me.
Yeah.
So some of those moves, head scratchers for sure, and. Trade deadline much better because you got some top prospects in return for really good talent that you traded away. Castillo's had a good run with Seattle so far. Mally's on the DL now, even though he had a couple of good games for Minnesota, but he's hurt now. So, and you got good prospects in return. So I say well done on that part.
We'll see what happens.
What about Wade Miley? They haven't seen anything from him this season.
Yeah, he hasn't pitched.
Crip's got a question. I don't think you were old enough to go to this then, but JD, did you go to the famous Guns N' Roses riot show in St. Louis in '91?
How old you would have been? Like 14 or 15.
I was not there. I was alive, but I was not actually at the show. But I've seen plenty of footage of it, and pretty crazy, pretty wild. Nothing like you see. I don't know if you guys watch Netflix. Have you guys seen that Woodstock '99?
Yes,
documentary.
Yes.
So it was nothing like
crazy.
that. Fires and
I remember that Woodstock '99. I remember it being a big news story and everything, and I had forgotten about. I mean, it was 20 years ago. I'd forgotten a lot about it. Then I saw I didn't see the whole documentary. Somebody had it on. I was watching. And I started watching it with them. I'm like, wow, that's interesting. I'm like, I don't remember all the stuff that they wouldn't give them water. It was like $5 for a water or something like that. It was
and then they spiked it up as it started to run low. Like it was bad, man. Yeah, I felt bad for those people, but. At the end of it, they ask them all, would you guys do it again? They're like, hell yeah. Like, what?
The poop water was so gross.
Yeah.
Like, watching those
they were bathing and drinking and like feces-filled water, even though they didn't know that's what was going, but it wasn't cleaned properly. So
disturbing.
They were all getting sick off of it. Like,
ugh. Yeah, I couldn't stand watching too much of that documentary. It was.
Would you drink that water if the Bengals won the Super Bowl this year?
Oh, Ooh, inquiry
Real
minds
talk.
want to know.
Would I drink poop water?
Yeah.
And it would equal to the Bengals winning the Super Bowl?
They'd win the Super Bowl
They'd
this
win
year.
Super Bowl.
You have to
If
drink
if you drink that, they win the Super Bowl.
cup full of poop water.
Yeah. Yes.
From Woodstock
I
99
don't like
style.
these games. You know I don't like the what if.
I mean, yeah, the Bengals have never won one. You wouldn't do this for the city, for Strawberry, for his
the
listeners,
team. Yes, for the team, for me, for
for
everybody.
Bengal
Sarah.
Jim,
For
Yeah.
Bengals.
For Cap, for
Yeah.
Jess. Come on. It's all hinging
They're all
on you right
relying
now,
on you.
Would
Sarah.
I drink the Woodstock poop water?
Yeah. Holmes says no because they're going to win without you having to do it.
Yeah, like they don't need me to drink this water. They are fine without me drinking this water.
Blake says I would drink about anything for a Super Bowl
Oh my
dub.
God. It's like in Friends when Ross is about to drink the
Fat.
The fat. She's like, "You would drink the fat."
You drink the fat for me. Oh,
Okay,
God.
so I'm like getting ready to chug it. All right, we're good.
Holmes says no because they're gonna win it without you drinking the nasty water.
Exactly. Thank you, Holmes. Thank
We'll
you.
see. We'll see.
Y'all don't need to be drinking poop water.
If it depends on it, though, you wouldn't do it.
Team on my back.
I tried to help you out, JD. She wouldn't take the bait.
Um,
Ugh.
no
It
food for
happens.
you. Okay.
I mean, would you for the Bengals?
No, because I'm not.
Would you for
I'm
the
not
Bengals?
a full. I would do it for the Packers. I'd drink poop water.
Would you do it for the Bengals?
Would I? Yes.
Attaboy.
And Augie says
Attaboy. Put your nuts out there and do it.
exactly. Augie says, was it if they won or
They
for
win.
them to win?
No,
No,
they
like
win.
they go to the Super Bowl, they win the
Win it.
entire thing.
Win it. Yep, win it.
All right. Well, Jeff and I will drink it together. We'll
There
share
you
a
go.
cup.
I don't think we're gonna have to worry about it though. I think we're winning
Would
that
you
thing.
drink the poop water through a hot dog straw? That's the next
Ooh,
question.
that's interesting. Get a little
Ew, 'cause it's
different
so
flavor.
slow, and you could just.
It's just like a turd floating in it.
Oh my God! Somebody come take him. I wouldn't do it for my Cardinals.
Yeah, Holmes is a
The
Bengals
St. Louis
fan and a Cardinals
Cardinals?
fan.
Well,
Yeah,
we've got 11 championships. We're all right.
Oh,
The Bengals have none, so that's what I'm saying. Would
We
you
have
do
none.
it then?
we have none.
Yeah.
I see all year now. I see.
That's
now
not
they-
cocky. Those are stats.
Augie says I've been waiting 31 years. Yeah.
I've been waiting 47. So
See?
There you
That's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes you got to go that extra mile for your team.
It's for the team,
Get it
sir.
done.
For the team.
Get
We
it
got
done.
this.
Drink the gross water. Do it for the Bengals.
My boy Platinumville, no drinking poop water.
Oh God, this is so gross.
Oh, this show's gone downhill.
Real fast.
Real fast. All right, guys, you give me about an hour. I don't take up any more of your time. You plugged a lot of stuff. What, you got anything else that you haven't plugged that you want to plug or anything before I let you go?
Just another reminder to come out this Saturday morning to Great American Ballpark for the Red Legs run. I'll be down there hosting. I'm super excited about it. Also, Moraline, I'll be hosting a tailgate for all the Bengals home games. I think he'll have something. It's in the works, so we can't announce it just yet. And then Cyclones games, you'll see me doing some in-stand stuff, hopefully, and then he'll be over the PA and doing the PA for the Florence Y'alls. And you can hear me on 700 WLW. And I think that about sums us up.
God, we got a lot.
You guys, like I said,
We're
you
like
got-
media whores, Strawberry. Did you hear all that?
We got-
Jeez.
We got this, we got that, we got this. I'm like, yeah, keep on the set, plug it all, man. But Jay,
Crazy.
don't you announce for the Cyclones too? Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's what she was saying. So
Okay, sure.
we got
Yeah.
the Y'all's final homestand is coming up. It'll start on Tuesday next week, so a week from today. They'll play till the end of the weekend, and they're not going to make the playoffs more than likely. They're pretty down right now. So, but hockey season starts up at the end of
Yes.
October.
Yes.
So if you guys want to come down to see the Clones play this year, I do the PA, and that's what she mentioned as well. She'll do some of the in-stand games. So it's always a good time, and I always look forward to it. So when the Bengals aren't playing a primetime game during one of those nights, come on down, see us over the arena instead, and enjoy. Prices are a little cheaper down there. You can drink beer through
$2
hot dogs.
Dollar
$2
beer night. Yeah, dollar beer night.
$1 hot dog nights, and you can put them together. And
$3
Exactly.
to get you an entire meal.
Exactly. We go down to Cyclones games a lot. So now that I know JD, I have to bang on the glass when especially when you're trying to announce stuff.
Come on down, dude. Come on down to the booth.
There you go. I'll come down and see Sarah. So are you going to do like every game in the stands, Sarah, or are you just doing part of some of them?
Not me. I'll be filling in for Jay Cruz. Okay. Now he'll be your guy for every single game.
Right. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know JD's down. I've like I said, I've been to multiple Cyclones games. My son played travel hockey, so we went to lots of Cyclones games. So
there you go. Awesome.
We're down there a lot.
We love it down there. So yeah.
Exactly. Fun. It's a diamond in the rough of the city. I think it's cheap. I hate saying cheap, but it's affordable. I'll put that affordable entertainment, and it's good hockey.
Very family friendly.
Yeah. And they're a good team. 90% of the time they're in the playoffs, and they've won 2 Kelly Cups. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll get another one.
2 cups, playoffs, pretty much every year. It's unfortunate that COVID year because they were the best team in the league. Mm-hmm. And then we got shut down right before the playoffs started, and that sucked because that was a really good team. They had 3 goaltenders on there that went on to play in the NHL after the fact.
Yeah.
Like they were good and they were stacked, and that sucked so bad. And now they're bringing back familiar faces. Justin Vibe will be back, the captain that everybody everybody loves. And they keep the big names, they keep them around. Obviously you got to reshuffle some things as guys move on to different places, but it's a good product. And like you said, it's affordable. You can call it cheap. It's okay. Because that's the idea, is just to bring people in who can't afford to go to some of the bigger events. Like you can still enjoy sports and not break the bank. And they got 40 some odd games, so plenty of opportunities to come down. So again, that's the end of October. So we got plenty of Bengals stuff to get through before we have to worry about hockey.
Now, one thing I wish the Cyclones would, I said I'm going to let you guys go. We'll keep talking. One thing I wish the Cyclones would do is I wish they would become an affiliate with the Blue Jackets. That would be a cool thing.
That would be nice.
Unfortunately, it's not their choice. When they did become a free agent, Columbus was already under contract with their other minor league teams,
Syracuse,
so they were free agents, and Buffalo signed them. So, but it's cycles from time to time, because since I've been here, they've been Florida. I think they were even Montreal for a second, and then it was, and then now you got Buffalo. So it seems to happen, and it's a good city for hockey. And I know the ECHL loves having the team in Cincinnati. So, maybe one day, but you're right. It would make sense. It's kind of like with Louisville and Dayton for the Reds.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes sense that you're right there to call somebody up.
It's convenient,
Yeah, so maybe someday it'll work out.
Because the Blue Jackets, obviously in Columbus, and their AAA, not AHL affiliate is in Cleveland. That's the Monsters. So if you had the Cyclones in Cincinnati and up there, that'd be just kind of cool. Hopefully someday they will do that.
Geographically makes sense.
Yeah,
exactly.
That'd be nice.
But things don't always happen that make sense.
Anyway,
guys, I appreciate you coming on. We'll have to do this again sometime. JD, I'm definitely going to come check out the Cyclones. Sarah, I'm going to see you at maybe not this Saturday, but definitely I'll see you tailgating. And hopefully, JD, you'll come tailgate and you'll actually try some Jackpot Joey beer this time.
I will.
Yeah, we're excited. Lots of fun coming up with the sports world. So happy to be a part of it all.
Exactly. All right, guys. Well, appreciate it. Hooday.
Thanks for having us, dude.
See ya. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. JD and Sarah are awesome people. I've met them both in person, and they're fun. You just go up and say hi to them. So they're, real people, real as you can get. So I hope you guys like that. All right. Let's get to the Facebook groups that let me live stream. And as always, I appreciate every single one of them. They are Houday Nation, Houday Legion, Bearcat Ruckus, the Ohio State Bucknuts, the Ice Bar, and then you can follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Twitter handle is at Jeff A. Turnipole. TikTok is at Iceman90. Instagram, Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'll be pulling the sound off later on tonight. Putting it on the podcast. I'm doing a little better at that, getting them up on the podcast. If you guys, you can always sit here and watch it for an hour, at work or whatever, drive around the car. You can check it out. It's on BeanPod, Apple iTunes, Spotify, Google, Stitcher Play, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Please make sure you rate, like, and review. Give me a 5-star review. I greatly appreciate it. Leave a comment so more Cincinnati fans can find my podcast. YouTubers, my originals, we are at 1,840 subs. That is awesome. I've said this over and over again. I'm trying to get to 2,000 by the time the season rolls around. So tell your friends, tell your neighbors about Sports with Strawberry Ice. If you guys are ever interested in any of the Jackpot Joey stuff, I will put the link in the chat here as soon as the show ends, and you guys can go there. You can get these hats. This is the one that Jamar Chase wore. You get the black one that he wore too as well. We got those. We got all kinds of new stuff. We got bucket hats, shirts, all kinds of stuff. Make sure you go check it out at jackpotjoey9.com. We got the beer coming out. I'm hoping we're going to do when it's officially out and we can sell it, I'm hoping to do a show live from Brink Brewery that night. I think it's going to happen the week of the Bengals' first game. So maybe that Monday or Tuesday, right now I might be at Brink doing a live broadcast and officially opening up the Jackpot Joey beer. Still in the works, but I'm thinking that's what's going to happen. Anyway, I'm glad you guys enjoyed the show. I'll see you all tomorrow. Got some great guests coming up. Make sure you stay tuned. Like, subscribe, share. And as always, that's just sports, baby. See ya!